Hey y'all, it's Gunnar Dethridge. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm a DIY creator, a dress designer, a Mr. Do-It-All, and today I'm doing something that is cars constantly, man. Can't have a break in the studio. I also want to say thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gunnar Dethridge. I'm a DIY creator here on YouTube, and today I'm doing one of the projects I have been looking forward to forever, and that is recreating a gown that blew my mind as a kid, Britney Spears denim dress. I had never seen anything like that in my entire life. I loved it. I think that's like when I had my gay awakening, one of the very few moments. I mean, anybody that was gay growing up in the early 2000s, late 90s, lived and breathed for Britney Spears. You were either Team Britney or Team Christina. Somehow I was kind of right in the middle of them. I loved her. The dress was so iconic to me at the time. Looking back on the denim gown, it's not necessarily my favorite thing on the planet. I did see that Katy Perry redid it for a red carpet at one point, and while I do think that they did a cool job, I'm gonna give it a go and see if I can make it even cooler. Before we get into it, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification at the bottom so you can see my new videos when they come out. So my first step is to go thrift shopping. You have to really be in the mood for it though, like to dig for things. You know I love to dig for fabric. I like to do these kind of like challenge videos. So when I was at thrift shopping, I found like so much of the same denim, which is amazing because then that means that I can make the entire skirt one color, which I'm really excited about. You will still kind of get the variations of the denim in there. I also found a couple pairs of men's denim that's like a really, really dark blue, like a good indigo. Everything was on sale in here today, which is kind of mind-blowing because denim is usually the most expensive item in a store. When I get back to the studio, is always to make my pattern. I like to lay the style lines on the dress form and like really kind of get a groove and like where I want the dress to like feel and move. And this one's going to be interesting because denim is so heavy. I can tell it's going to be a long couple days though. Let's take a moment to talk about Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes where creators can come together and learn new techniques. It's a good place to explore new creativity, get lost in new passions, and take any kind of wild ideas to the next level. I really appreciate that there are classes in everything from graphic design to fine arts, all the way to photography and video editing. All of those come in very handy for me. I personally really loved the video editing with Final Cut Pro with Ali Abdal. So I feel like Skillshare would be great for any young artist that's wanting to take their skills to the next level or learn anything new and specific. Whether you're a dabbler in art, you're a pro, you're a master of your craft, there's definitely opportunity to take that to the next level with Skillshare. My first 1,000 subscribers that click the link in my bio will get a free 1-month trial to Skillshare, which is an incredible deal, y'all. Then I started working on my bodice. The bodice is like my favorite part of the dress always. I love a snatched waist. And I also love to use parts of the jeans that can like really add a cool accent. I'm gonna use the waistband that you would usually button as like an added in waist belt into like the actual waist of the dress. I think she's gonna look super snatched and super cute. I just sewed the belt on the wrong place. So I'm just here seam ripping my life away. My grandma used to tell me, "Where's your little friend?" She was always talking about the seam ripper because I would have to spend so much time seam ripping. So it's just so monotonous, especially on something like denim where the thread is literally like a rope. Love that you can press that so flat and so beautiful. It just does everything you want it to do because it's a real fiber and because it's so thick and dense. I took apart like 15 pairs of jeans and I cut them to where they could all kind of make a circle skirt-ish pattern, like where it was smaller at the top and bigger at the bottom. I tried to gather these like 5 times. Like 5 different times I tried to gather these. The fabric is so heavy, it kept breaking the threads. So I ended up using this like crazy nylon thread and just like looping it through and then gathering it manually because there's just no other way to do it. I got the dress like all the way done and then I was like, it's laying really flat. It is not nearly as grand as I want it to be. It needs tulle netting, which I thankfully had from my 99-cent store. So it's not really thrifting, but it probably fell off the back of a truck at some point. I used the tulle netting and then I made this like underskirt, this like petticoat style skirt. And I cannot believe the world of difference that it makes. Okay, so a little update. I'm on a foam roller. My back hurts from being on the sewing machine all day, but the skirt looks cool. I just like needed like a little break. And everyone always asks me like, how do I keep my back from hurting? And I
Don't. I'm just always in pain.
I felt like I was fighting with this dress for hours, but I put it on the dress form at the end of it and I was just like, I love you. Like, it was so cute. I also, while making the dress, I felt so lucky.
This is a story about a girl named Lucky.
To be able to do this as my job, which is amazing. My reveals are like my favorite part of my videos. I love finding a cool place to put my dress in. It just kind of makes sense. And so I went to the Walt Disney Music Hall and booked a model, and we headed out and shot the dress. Like, I love the way it hugs the body. And once it had all this volume, it was the grand moment that I've been wanting. Thanks for taking that Britney journey with me, guys. If you'd like to see anything cool in the future, drop it in the comments. And until next time, bye, guys.